Hey there, Stampin' friends. Welcome to Movie Monday with Jody Breckbill, Stampin' Queen. Here is today's project, this little love note box. This is a hidden gem in the Occasions catalog because I totally missed it, and so I wanted to make sure that you guys did not miss it as well. It is a cute little treat box, and it would hold maybe a gift card, some little Dove chocolates fit in there just perfect, or another thing that I missed in the Occasions catalog is, where are they? They're stuck in here. Little narrow note cards. Okay, so this is a pack of narrow note cards. You get 40 of them, 40 note cards and envelopes already cut and scored, and this is what they look like, just these tiny little narrow notes, and then you can decorate your inside as well. That is a 2 1/4 circle punch, works perfectly to create that little envelope flap, and so you can fill your little treat box with some narrow note cards. I think maybe 4 or 5 of them will fit in there. Depends how heavily decorated they are. So let me show you how to create this little box. I used the Sure Do Love You stamp set from Occasions, as well as the coordinating framelits. This is Lots to Love box framelits, and I really didn't know what this was when I saw it. It kind of was just a little hidden gem in there, but you know, when they give me a bundle, I'm gonna get it because that's saving me some money, and I wanted the little hearts and all the little doodahs that go with it, but this guy comes with it too. Now if you cut 2 of these, that creates your box, and it is one of the simplest and easiest boxes I have ever put together. So if you love little gifty type things, this is a must on your list. So here's 2 of them. I did them in Rich Razzleberry. They cut and score. One thing that I did not have is my bone folder here, so I'm just going to make these scores myself. But a bone folder is very helpful to make them nice, nice and crisp. So the other thing that you'll want is some tear and tape. Okay, so what I did was I put tear and tape along the edge here, and you want to put them together opposite so that your 2 flaps are not together. Okay, so they need to go opposite of each other, and I just line them right up on that edge. Should fit just perfectly. Now while it's flat, I want to do my decorating because it is much easier to decorate. So I have Painted Love Designer Series paper. Totally forget what I cut this at, but I will put it in the little comments here whenever I edit my video. This paper, you guys, is gorgeous. I love the fact that it's kind of watercolory, looks like just somebody took some paint swatches, and then it's got the shiny gold, which is great, especially for Valentine's Day, but for any day really. You can never have enough glimmer. So I'm going to put 2 pieces on here. At this point, you could do your edges as well. I'm not doing it for time's sake on this project, but you could definitely do that. I did on my other one, which I'll show you here in a second. So I did do along the edges as well. The other thing that I'm going to do is decide which is my front, and I believe it doesn't really matter. I just like my seams to always be in the back. So what we'll want to do is take a little 1/2 inch punch, and I'm just going to do a little notchy right here, kind of eyeballing it, just about a 1/2 circle. Now that's just so when the box is closed, there's a little thumb area to help pull that out. These dies will do this. Let me show you here real quick. These dies right here will make the little notch for you, but I don't want to bring in the big shot and go to the trouble of that, so I have a 1/2 inch punch. If you do not have a 1/2 inch punch, these little dies will do perfectly. The other thing that these guys do is if you lay them on your cardstock and run them through the big shot, they are going to create 2 little notches that you could do a gift card. So your gift card will slide in there. So that's kind of fun. The other thing that's great about this is they give you 2 of these images, and there's only 1 stamp in the stamp set, which is great. You only need 1, stamp a bunch, but now when you run it through the big shot, you can cut 2 at a time. And that was perfect when I was doing this for a class. Okay, so now I'm going to put some tear and tape on this piece right here on the inside. which I guess it doesn't really matter. I can do this piece on the outside. That's no biggie. Love tear and tape because it just is so easy to use, and it just went rolling on the floor. Okay, so now I'm going to peel this guy off here, and then I'm just going to make those two edges meet without my fingers sticking in the middle. But it goes together. There really aren't any instructions on this box. That's why I wanted to make sure that I do a video for you, because it goes together so, I mean, so cute. So here's one that I did. This is a case from Mary Fish, and this I made a little bit smaller just by making sure my cardstock, I don't remember what the dimensions were, but you can see that it's just a smidge smaller. And then we used the True Gentleman Suite on this one, and then did a little belly band here. So thank you, Mary Fish, for that idea, because that's adorable. So now I would put, you know, whatever's gonna go inside there, and then it just closes up, and there is my adorable little treat box. So I'm gonna do a little bit of stamping here. I'm gonna take some powder pink and my heart, stamp that right there. And then I'm gonna use Rich Razzleberry and stamp, I'm totally off camera, sorry. My camera angle moved. I kind of cleaned my room, and so I'm used to working a little farther up. So I have some Sure Do Love You. Now I would use the die cuts. Okay, the die cuts work perfectly. I would run over to the Big Shot machine, die cut those guys out, but for the sake of time, I did it ahead. So I've got them already die cut right here. And I did a little extra die cutting. I took a white circle and did my stitched shape. Oh, sorry, it's an oval. It's totally not a circle. Happy Monday. And then I also used one of the little hearts from that same set and die cut that in gold. So I'm going to attach this with some dimensionals. A couple little pop dots on there. I don't know if you guys can hear that noise in the background. That's my dog scratching the door because she's outside and she went in. So that's a very, very annoying sound. I'm going to take my powder pink. I'm going to turn this over. I'm going to put a couple dimensionals. No, actually, I'm going to stop myself there because I'm going to add some of our gold thread just for a little pop of color. When I work with the thread, I kind of joke in my stamp studio, this is like working with a piece of my daughter's hair. She has very, very long hair and it's everywhere. So I feel like sometimes that's what I'm working with, but I enjoy it. I know some of my customers do not like it, and so it's totally an option just to add a little extra something. So what I do is take a piece and I hold it between my thumb and my first finger, and I kind of spread my fingers out, and I maybe wrap it 4 or 5 times, pinch it again here between my thumb and first finger, cut that off. Then I take it and I pinch it in the center and put it onto my project, and then attach a dimensional. Now you're gonna hold that down and you can kind of move it around if you need to. You can also pull these little stray ends back in and attach it to the dimensional, but that's my little secret for how I work with the thread. So I've got a couple dimensionals right on there. That's going to go on the front of my box. Now, again, probably my best idea would have been to actually work with this when it was flat, but we're making it happen. That's the beauty of a video. I'm going to kind of scoot these a little bit and do Sure Do Love You across here, just with a little bit of snail. And then I'm going to take a little, maybe I don't have a little, I want a little teeny pop dot piece, and I don't have my mini dimensionals. So I'm just going to cut a little piece off here, a little dimensional right there, and just kind of, I have my, well, they're getting hidden, but that's okay. This is just kind of a demonstration for you guys, just to show you how that works. So isn't that Stinking cute. I mean, absolutely. So a fun little box, literally minutes to make. I'll make sure you guys have the dimensions. But if you need a cute little treat box for some Valentines, and then like I said, those adorable little narrow note cards fit right in there for a cute little gift as well. So thanks so much for joining me, you guys. Have a wonderful week, and I will see you next week for Movie Monday.